We're from Jersey, baby, 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 and you're not.
Back your hips up, down, up, down.
We're from Jersey, baby. From Jersey, baby. We're from Jersey, baby. We're from Jersey, baby. Baby, 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 and you're not.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Boomer Bunker. I am the Duchess. Speaking on behalf of John Domingo, everything we say or discuss on this show is for entertainment purposes. If you disagree with anything either of us says on this show, and you're not operating motor vehicle or under the influence of alcohol or narcotics, please feel free to tell us your thoughts in the chat. If you're listening to this as a downloaded podcast file, you can write to us at boomer.bunker@gmail.com or tweet us at boomer_bunker on X. My advice is to look at the world we live in, realize you complaining to us about it isn't fixing anything, and then continue on with your life. If anything we say during the show offends you, please feel free to watch a different stream, shut the podcast off, or smash your device with a hammer. Boomer Bunker is not liable for damages to equipment by choosing the latter. If you have made it this far into the show and have decided you can live with these terms, then by all means, give your balls a tug, slap yourself in the face a few times, grab a cup of whatever pisses you off, and please enjoy the show.
Women are stupid and I don't respect them. That's right, I just have sex with them. Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Genitalia.
Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Genitalia.
You're talking to me about stuff. Why? I'd rather see your titties. Now you're talking about other stuff. Why? I'd much rather see your titties. I can't have sex with your personality, and I can't put my penis in your college degree, and I can't shove my fist in your childhood dreams. So why you sharing all this information with me? It's not sexist cause I'm saying it in a song. That's right, bitch. Now take off your thong and show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Your genitalia.
Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Your genitalia.
No, not from a fight, just nature's curse hit her that Tuesday night. Said, baby, it's gross, but I gave her a wink. I ain't scared of red long as it don't stink. I pumped her kitty, though it's flooding like a crime scene. Looked like Dexter's Playhouse, but damn, it was a fine scene. Sheets looked haunted, but her moans were pure delight. We made love in the blood moonlight. Woo!
Go away for free and tell no one how to find it. Ready? I'm going to start a podcast that has no focus, and it'll take up an inordinate amount of time.
Hey, everybody, it's the Boomer Bunker Thursday edition. New Jersey's on fire! I'm one of your hosts, John Domingo, and next to me, the slightly stinged and smoke-smelling co-host of mine, my ride or die. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Duchess.
Oh, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. I saw that there was a fire,
Just
like
a little
up in
one.
your little neck of the woods, and then I went to the maps to see where this thing was, and I was like, holy cow, that's close.
Yeah.
And then
all the neck of the woods by me.
Right, and then in the morning I reached out, when I didn't see you, you didn't answer on, social media, actually the text group we have, and I'm like, uh-oh, I don't know. Josh says she's actual smoke show this week.
I smell like smoke.
So, okay, from what I understand, it's 50% contained.
Yes, correct.
All right. So, and you're out of danger, right? That's true?
Correct.
Fire. Okay, that's good stuff.
Fire. Yeah, it's the first night the fire happened. It was a little touchy because we didn't quite know which way the wind was going to blow. If it blew it south, it would have been there's a good chance I'd have been homeless. Like it was not where the fire started was probably about 15-minute drive for me.
Jeez.
20-minute drive. Yeah, it's close.
And excuse me, I also forgot to introduce our producer.
Of course.
Who's in the back.
Yeah.
And the
All right,
producer,
fat
Mike.
man, let's do this.
That's right. Let's get this done. He's like, John, I want to play something, but I want to play first because I don't want to upset you. And I'm like, what do you want? What do you want to play? And then he plays.
Nothing.
I stumped him.
All right, fat man, let's do this.
I immediately cracked up. I said, yes, play that immediately. Absolutely. All right, let's get the plugs out of the way before we can do anything. I got a couple things to talk to you about.
So,
Yeah. We got it. Yeah.
But I'm safe from the fire. So I'd like to thank folks who have reached out. I got a lot of private messages. Okay. But in all seriousness, thank you to everybody who reached out. It was very kind of you.
Look at this, boomerbunker.com. That's where you go to get all your links for the show. And you can see my, actually, this is producer Budvugger over there where he does the artwork for us. He's got the last two. Three. That's three. Mm-hmm. That's the three. So producer Budvugger's in here doing the artwork. And also, if you want to make your coffee taste better in the morning, how can you do that? You go get yourself a Boomer Bunker mug. And look at that. There's also a Boomer Bunker tumbler over there at the low, low price of $17.99 for the mug, at $26.99 for the tumbler. Who's living better than that? And where do you do that? Over at horribledesigns.com. And then just search Boomer Bunker and you'll find it.
Yeah. That's what I'll add to this.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Because John just did the whole plug. So, yeah. Go see Jason. Buy his merch. He has tons of other stuff he sells, too. Check out his store. It's fun.
Yes. He does have other stuff there, too.
Yes.
All righty. Speaking of Yetis, or merch, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Speaking of merch, Yeti, the Yeti tumbler, you know Yetis, that's that overpriced.
Oh, so expensive, yeah.
$45 for like an insulated mug that you can get anywhere else for like $20.
Yeah, I don't buy any of those. So
me either. I have a knockoff, a Yeti knockoff.
I'll pay for these suckers last. So,
but you can get you know they'll put like your name. You know, I could have a Boomer Bunker Yeti if I wanted one.
Yeah, they'll engrave them. Yep.
Right.
Like
they'll do all.
Yep.
Yep. Except if you want a conservative slogan on there.
Last week, Yeti canceled a conservative order for a custom conservative mug because it said conservative women on it. Originally, with this organization, they had allowed these orders to go through, no problem. They ordered these in the past. There was no issues. But this year, when they placed an order that said, again, conservative women, Yeti responded after accepting the order. They responded again and said, actually, we've canceled your order. Sorry, it says political language. We don't do that. We can't do that. That breaks our policies. So the organization saw that and thought, I wonder if they would apply that same logic if it said something liberal or progressive on it. So they tested the theory this week, and they ordered something that said progressive on it, and the order went through. Well, would you look at that? Okay, listen to this.
After our recent Yeti order got canceled, people were wondering, and they were asking us if Yeti's policies were really biased against conservatives, or if Yeti would apply their ban on, quote, political language equally, even to non-conservative groups.
We were giving them the benefit of the doubt, but Yeti failed us.
2 of our students took it upon themselves to order another Yeti cup with the words Proud Texas Progressive.
Proud Texas Progressive. That sounds just as political as saying conservative women. Progressive, conservative. It's the same thing. Yeti.
And it was delivered. It was here last night, and here it is. Same company, same process, same everything, except for this progressive order sails through while our conservative one got canceled. Okay.
All right. Yeah. And you know who this girl is? I just figured out who this girl is. No. This is the girl that took over for Brett. What's her last name? The comment section. She was working for the Daily Wire.
No idea.
Yeah. Brett Cooper.
Oh.
And so she left, and this was her best friend. So her best friend, there we go. Thank you, Budvugger. her best friend took over, and it just tanked. Absolutely tanked.
Sounds fabulous.
So, Bob's wearing Boomer Bunker panties. How you like that?
Let me chime in here for a second. I ordered a conservative Boomer Bunker mug just last week, and it was delivered without issue. Those ladies should reach out to Jason at Horrible Designs for their conservative mug needs.
Thank you, AI Eric. That's actually not Eric.
Faux Eric.
It's faux. Fee-fi faux Eric.
All right. Bruce said she's an awesome marketer. The blonde chick, I guess. Cooper.
Brett Cooper's an awesome marketer.
Oh, I have no idea who either one of them are. So.
It's like you had a TV show and you loved the character, and then the character left the show, and they tried to put a new character in there, and it never
like a new
works.
Chrissy when she left Three's Company.
Yeah, the new Chrissy, the new Charlie's Angels
never works.
Never works. Who left? I think Farrah Fawcett left, and then they put in Cheryl Ladd and all. Never works. Oh, well. So same thing. Same thing.
Put cousin Oliver in the Brady Bunch.
Well, that was different. They just added him, and that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Well, it gets old after a while. So,
but when you want to change a character,
yes,
it never works. You need to do a whole new show. And
I like when it's the same character but just a completely different actress or actor. You're like,
right.
You're like, am I high?
Yeah, and then they did that on Tim Allen had a show. And they changed out like two characters there. It was like they just started the daughters. You'd come on and go, "Who's the blonde?" And then here was the middle child. And you're like, "Whoa!" Glad. Oh, that's right. Today I premiered. I got a bucket list. I knocked off a bucket list this morning. Bruce does at 9:00 Eastern time. He does a Twitter
space.
Thank you, space.
You got it.
And I just got out of the shower. So I'm sitting there kind of air drying off.
Hey now.
And I said, yes. I said, hey now.
Let
me go on there. So it's the first time I've ever been on a podcast completely naked. I didn't do that to you guys because it's actually video here, so we can't have that.
Could. It would have been funny if you did, though.
No. Okay, so before I had to change my shirt. All right, before I came on here, I had like a V-neck shirt, and it's the V-neck from before I lost my weight.
Yeah.
And that sucker looked like it was going down to my belly. The V was going like down to my belly button.
Right there.
Yeah, I had like you could almost see the girls. Yeah, I had cleavage.
Jody says, actually in Rumble, he says, you're slimming down. You look great.
Well, thank you. I'm working on it. Went to a, what do they call this? A dietitian. Went to a dietitian about, because I was kind of stalled for a while. And they said to go to a ketogenic diet, which is more fat, protein, very low carb. And it seems to work pretty well. So we'll see.
Can you eat fruit and stuff?
Not much, no. A berry, maybe a strawberry, and little bit. I don't miss it, to be honest with you. I don't miss
fresh
it at all.
fruit. Yeah.
Really?
I do.
Yeah, it was the other thing, too. My beard was like really, really bushy. And for some reason, I can't get the right one. So I, today, and I was like, oh my God, it's almost gone.
So you're like covered in all.
Yeah.
Budbugger wants to know if you can eat curds and whey. Yeah, he eats like a bucket of cottage cheese every day.
I eat cottage cheese. Oh. I eat a 24-ounce container of cottage cheese every day. I have half
whole day, but oof.
Well, I have a half for breakfast, and then I'll have some for my second meal. I'll have the rest for my second meal. It's only 660 calories.
It's not the calories. It's just like one of those. It's like, I like cottage cheese till I get like that one bite too much. Then I'm like, no, I'm done. Like I was actually thinking about getting the whipping it. To get the lumps out.
Okay. So, but that to me, it's still, it's got a little wang to it when you do that. I'm not a big fan of it.
Oh, but you can mix it into you can mix other things with it.
I'll tell you something I tried, which really, really worked out well.
Okay.
So I have I guess it's called a Yeti. It's like it pulverizes shit, right?
Okay.
So I took a whole container of cottage cheese. Then I took a whole packet of sugar-free chocolate pudding. Right?
Oh, no.
I dumped that in there and a splash of milk. And I whipped that thing. like a black man that wouldn't pick cotton.
So exactly what I had just said, to whip the cottage cheese, and you went.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you pour it out, and then you let it go. You let it go in the refrigerator for about, I don't know, half an hour or so. It's not bad, but it's a little tangy. I don't like my chocolate pudding tangy. It still has I figured that the sweetness of the chocolate pudding.
You could probably add a little bit of sweetener. Do you have?
I don't think,
or like a little sip of honey or something.
I don't think you'll get the wang out of it. I don't think you can get the tang. I think the cottage cheese tang is just a little too much. Yeah, it's a little too sour to get it out of there.
Well, if you're doing a whole 24-ounce package. Comments. Budbugger says John likes it sweet.
John likes it sweet,
like
sweet and tight.
tangy.
Yes, sweet and tight.
Oh well.
Speaking of Shannon Sharpe,
Shannon Sharpe.
John, Duncan needs to invent a GLP-1 donut. That was my one weakness. The other day?
You did? Oh.
The other day, I go to Dunkin' Donuts, and they know me there because I always go get, I come up and I get my iced tea and I get my coffee.
Yeah.
And I pull up and the guy goes, hey, he says,
it's the Indian guys. That's right.
Yeah. He goes, he says, I've got one coffee roll left for you. And I was like,
okay.
All right. God damn, I can't pass up a coffee roll.
Oh, wait, you got to just drive away and throw it out the window.
No.
Oops, dropped it.
Well, let's put it this way. It didn't make it far out of the parking lot, I'll tell you that. Munched down on that thing.
Well, you know what I made for Easter was because everybody's been talking about them and I've never had them because I don't go to Red Lobster, those cheddar biscuits. So when I was in Walmart the other day, they had a box of the cheddar bay biscuits or whatever they're called. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make these. And they're surprisingly easy. It's a couple ingredients. You mix it up. You throw in the cheese, just mix it till it combines. And then you just kind of blop it. You don't even it's nothing fancy. You just kind of blop it on parchment paper and then bake it for whatever. It was delicious. And when it came out, you melted butter and you, whatever the packaged stuff is. And so good. Me and my one daughter liked them. My eldest didn't like it. Paul was like, absolutely not. And the one boyfriend ate it. And then they left and I had 3 left. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, do I throw them away?
Of course not.
No, I ate them. I ate them in the course of a day and a half. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, well, at least you'll get them out of the house. I told you.
I was introduced. I was introduced to a Long John over Easter. I was like, where have these lovely things been all my life? Thank God I don't know where it is. Jody says, John chugged that coffee roll. I did. Here's something funny. So Mike from Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks. Mike.
Did you listen to his latest podcast with Jody?
Well, here's the deal. I tried.
It's the Jimmy. Is that the Jimmy?
Yes.
Go ahead.
The Jimmy's funny. So, where was I? Oh, okay. So Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks.
Yes.
So if you tell me you've talked about me on a podcast, of course I'm going to listen to it. I listen to the show anyhow.
Okay.
So when I go up, I put the podcast on as I go upstairs, I lay down to go to sleep. God damn, I fell asleep 3 freaking times. I had to go back. I was like, I had to listen to the first
I'm in here somewhere.
Yeah, of course.
You're always at the end.
Drunks drinking a certain Coke, and then they're into different things. And Jody does a great job on every show.
He's just so.
It's just so easy, weaves right in. Then I finally heard him talk about me, and Mike's like, "Oh, yes, talk." Again, I talk to everybody. You got to I don't tease you if you come on, and then I try to interact with him a little bit.
He knows you figured the game. You figured the game. That's all.
I was trying to play. I was like, here, like you take the little thing with the cat. Here you go. And
that's what he did with you, and it worked until you stopped doing that. Now Mike's all like, no, you wouldn't anymore.
Mike. Now, what day is it, Mike?
Now Mike is in hiding until he can figure out a new way to come back and get you. That's what
I know. But
he may think he's slick. I think we've got Mike figured out.
Yes. All right, Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah.
Because
he doesn't seem like he's real sharp sometimes. I'm like,
well, that is true. All right. So the thing with Shannon Sharpe was,
you're recording, right?
Of course.
Okay. Just
19 minutes in.
I know. I just looked down. I'm like, I didn't remind him.
Oh no.
Oh, well.
So, first of all, where is it?
Shannon Sharpe.
Here it is. I got it. First, we hear this voicemail. Well, this one just came out. And I'll be honest with you, I don't believe, like, I think this is all bullshit. I think this lady's a gold-digging whore. And she's, when I say it, she's like in her 20s. Man, dude, I understand you're a football player and you're built like a brick shit house and all that other stuff. But 20? Come on.
Well, that's his problem. I don't give a shit.
I understand it, but this is what you get when you fuck around with young women.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
You can tell right now that she's trying to.
Oh, she's trying to engage him.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but she is. Oh, my computer's being a dick tonight.
Oh, no. Not a dick.
Yes. But in other words, she is trying to get him to say something. She knows this thing's coming.
Entrap, I think.
Entrap's the word, yes.
You bitch!
Gold digging whore.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you.
All right. I hate they bleep this. It says, you say that one more time, I'm going to fucking choke the fuck out of you when I see you.
Shit or fuck, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, here's the deal. Mm-hmm. That was their thing. That was their kink. She liked to be choked because there's a whole thing of text messages where she asked to be choked. This was kind of like their thing.
Okay, well, there's one thing where you're into it, and it's another when this guy is like pissed off and wants to strangle you because he's fucking mad, not that he thinks that you're into it. I think might be a different kind of like, I'm going to choke the shit out of you.
Well, that's what it sounds like to us, but we don't know if this is foreplay for these two freaks.
I don't
know that.
Well, that she's leaking it. Clearly, it's probably she's not intending it to be foreplay.
Jody agrees with me. She's clearly goading him.
Yes, I didn't. I said that. I agreed with that. She was doing. Mm-hmm. She's trying to entrap him, trying to get him to say something because she's recording the call. But when you said this part where you say he's going to choke the shit out of her, I don't think he means it sexually. I think he's really fucking mad.
Let that Jody come on.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
Oh, well.
I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Wow.
Oh, well, I take back what I said. Clearly, she wants to be choked. And he's all like, yeah, you do. And she's like, okay. She's probably like, okay, daddy, or something. Like
that was like the owner of the I'm trying to think, was it the LA Clippers or was it this San Antonio? No.
It was the Spurs.
Golden State Warriors. It was either Golden State Warriors or the LA Clippers. The owner was like 85 and he had this little chippy with her. And she was hanging around with all the basketball players and he did not like his woman hanging around with those big old black boys.
Wonder why.
And, him being in the 80s.
Racist rich man. Like, don't be hanging around my paid staff. Yeah.
Days be my house.
Oh, my God.
Can't be fucking the help. What are you doing?
Well, that's probably true.
So then what she did was she recorded him and then released it to the press, and he had to sell the fucking team.
Oh, Donald Sterling, the Clippers is what Jody
The Clippers,
said.
okay.
Thank you, Jody, for all of the
thanks for being my memory. All right, so then Shannon comes on and he does his thing. Before, he's going to get in front of this.
Strangle you
family,
when I see you.
Friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
The fucking board is
open,
way off.
transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine.
Shannon, you recorded yourself having sex with another woman.
Oh, by accident.
And then somehow that got out. And your other squeeze is now pissed. She's furious that you were dogging another woman, and this is how she's getting back at you. You fucked around, and now you're finding out. You're a player. I get it, but you got caught. And instead of just shutting your mouth and and shaking this tick and making a settlement and making this go away, you didn't, and now here we are.
That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby.
Can you go back a little bit? I want to hear him say manipulate, because it didn't sound like he said it properly.
Imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media.
Manipulate.
Manipulate.
I like maniples. Manipulate.
She has some she has some nice manipulates.
You know what's making me nuts about this is watching him read it. No, like they're not holding it right by the camera. Like they're holding it like so to the side. So he's facing the camera, but looking completely off camera.
Right.
And it's disturbing to watch him clearly read the teleprompter poorly.
When her manipulates get hard, so do I.
Put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself.
It's just a humble brag. I was banging this broad hard for 10 minutes, and you're only going to release 30 seconds of this?
No.
Time to learn math from a black guy, I guess.
That's right. 9:30 of joking. Hey there.
You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly, on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Okay.
I love you so much. I want to manipulate you.
Yeah, I wants to manipulate you.
Can you bring your manipulates here? I can't. That's all I'm going to hear now.
Manipulates.
Okay, that can be in the title somewhere.
Could be, if somebody learns how to spell it and shows me it. All right, well, he's going to be...
Kubel says, I love you so much, but I love choking OnlyFans models more.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. Oh, my God.
So, here we go. Here's today. My statement found here, and this is the truth. The relationship in question was 100% consensual. At this juncture, I am electing to step aside temporarily for my ESPN duties. I will be devoting this time to my family, and responsibilities and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason. I sincerely appreciate the overwhelming and ongoing support I have received from all my family, friends, fans, and colleagues. Shannon Sharpe. I will now stop choking the shit out of OnlyFans models. I will only choke family and friends.
The ones that really deserve it.
Mm-hmm. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So Bob put up, ordered some nipples. They didn't arrive on time. Manipulate.
Manipulate. Manipulate. Manipulate. That's how I gotta spell it. Manipulate.
Write it down, or do you want me to do it?
What's that?
You want me to write that down?
Yeah, you got to text it to me because I won't be able to spell that later. Manipulate. No, I should be able to spell that one. Oh my God.
Thank you, Bob. Hi, Bob. Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
Way to go, Bob.
There you go. And yay for choking family. All right.
All right. So this comes on the heels of that story. Let's switch it up a little bit.
Let's have some more fun.
Let's have some more fun. Where did I put that? Oh, I'm sorry. Here it is. Can you handle the truth? I don't know. Can I handle the truth? What just happened? Oh, okay. It's here we go. Woman dating man with micro penis answers the one thing that everybody always wants to know. Jake and Penny have been dating for 4 years. A woman whose boyfriend has a micro penis has answered the one question that everyone seems to be asking. It's an extremely rare condition. Jake Timms, Jesus Christ, why did I got to identify this poor guy, is one of those who has it. With his manhood typically under 2.8 inches when erect, that's not something that bothers his girlfriend, Penny Talbot. The two Brits entered a relationship 2 years ago. Penny and Jake were friends, but then they began dating, and Jake brought it up immediately. I'm sorry, but I have a little tiny penis. My tallywhacker's only a tally, no whacker. But then she says, but he wasn't embarrassed about it at all. In fact, I would say he was proud of his size.
You have a big penis?
No big penis. I think he was just wanted me to know in case I was disappointed, but that wasn't the case at all. Apparently, this guy can lick his eyebrows. She told the Daily Star, when I saw Jake for the first time, I wasn't horrified. It was the opposite. I thought it was absolutely perfect.
Oh, it's so cute. It's so little.
Look, it's a pinky.
It's a pocket peen.
Jake and I have a very healthy sex life, and I'm always left satisfied. Penny went on to say that she and Jake have a very healthy sex life. For me, it isn't about penetration and climax of sex, but the foreplay. I think the cat stepped on
Sorry about that.
You Mike just sorry.
But the foreplay and everything that leads up to that. See, I told you. See, this is what happened. It's like a blind person. Their hearing gets better. Or like someone that's, that's deaf, that they, their sight's better.
Well, he's compensating.
He's compensating for his misgivings.
Okay.
Shortcomings. Shortcomings. By why she might think of this, his friends often make fun of him. However, he's able to take in good humor. It's just typical boys banter, and I've heard them refer to it as a piece of dental floss before, but he just laughs it off. She added that even his mom giggles along at the jokes.
Oh, no. That's not appropriate. No. That's creepy. Wait, no, go back up and say what his mom...
Hang on. I'll get back there again.
You got to read what his mom said.
Okay.
I was reading ahead, so maybe not everybody had.
Yeah.
So while you pull it up, Aaron says, hung like a tic tac, but he can breathe through his ears.
There you go.
That's a good man.
All right. Let's see.
Okay, so here it is.
Where's his mother say?
Go up a little more.
Up.
Towards the top. All right, stop. It says, she added that even his mom giggles along at his jokes, like saying his two older brothers, quote, got all the goods.
Oh, no. Well, she did change their diapers. She did change their diapers, and I'm sure they showered and she bathed them until they were a little older. And I guess this was an issue.
That's kind of gross, though. Like, mom, that's shit you don't talk about. You keep that
Penny continues. People always ask me if Jake's penis is the smallest I've ever had, and to be honest, I try to blank out all my previous sexual partners. That's good, Penny. Good. That's it.
Basically saying yes.
Yes. I mean, yes, he's below average, but for me, it's never been about a man's size. There's a lot of other. Yes, I sure do. There's a lot of other ways to spice up your sex life, and for the both of you to be left satisfied in the bedroom. Believe it or not, it doesn't all come down to your bloke's manhood.
Oh, I can agree with that. I mean,
okay,
it's the whole experience. There's,
Right.
Here. So Bob wrote, "It's a girl." No, wait, never mind. And Jody says, what I lack in dick and fingers, I make up for with charm and personality.
There you go.
So,
That's right.
it's the marketing of what you have. So some people are very good at marketing and follow through, and other people, not so much.
All right, take off your pants. Let's see your penis.
Well, there you go.
We've been holding on to this one story for a little bit.
This one's so awful.
You're ahead of me here? Or?
No, I just know. Well, because I think it's the one that I put on the board a while ago.
Was this the one about the kid with the
Yeah.
babysitter?
Yes.
Okay.
That's terrifies me.
You know, so you have no poker face. It's like you
Sorry.
know what? It's like a
Usually
man.
It's like what?
It's like a man who prematurely ejaculates as soon as he sees a woman. It's like poof. As soon as you start laughing already. You just got to hold back, just hold.
All right, just compared me to a man jacking off. Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Gross.
prematurely.
Gross.
Child complains of a monster under the bed. Babysitter then comes face to face with man hiding there. All right, just think about this. A man comes in, or a kid comes out and says, "There's a monster under my bed," and the babysitter's like, "Yeah, okay, sure." Yeah. Then she kneels down, goes under the bed, and there's a guy underneath there.
Nope.
I'll introduce myself. My name is Eric Zane.
I didn't know he escaped Michigan.
So she comes face to face with a man that wasn't supposed to be there.
Fucking horrible.
It was in Kansas. Maybe it was Doug from Who's Right. I don't know. But anyhow, the suspect was gone when they arrived. I guess he just skedaddled. He got out of there. The babysitter calls the police. The man once lived in the home, but that there was protection. There was a protection of abuse order issued against him to stay away from the property. Deputies searched, but weren't able to find the man until the next day. He was captured after a foot chase. Online court records show the man has posted bond about 10 days earlier after he was charged with criminal theft, domestic battery, and violating protect. This guy's a murderer.
He's a winner, man.
He's a murderer. What was he going to do? Why was he hiding? First of all, why was he hiding under the bed?
Why was he in that house?
Right. He's hiding under a child's bed. Was he going to steal the kid? That babysitter's a hero. I mean, an actual hero.
God bless her. Because you know what? I babysat for years, like as young as 10. And there's no way that if I looked under the bed and saw some grown-ass man staring at me, I would have lost my mind. That I could.
Right.
Lifelong trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Lifelong. I'm sorry.
The scream would have blown out the windows.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Jody makes a very, very good point. I never thought of this. Doug won't be able to fit under a bed. That's true.
Jody.
So Doug's off the hook. He would not be able to fit under the bed.
I'd say Anthony, but he doesn't leave the house. So
Right.
he doesn't go anywhere.
I could see that. Now, Anthony wouldn't do that. Anthony's, the thing about Anthony is he's probably the straight-laced guy you'd ever probably want to meet. That I think. That's the way I think about it, from what I know.
Oh, maybe, but who knows?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's got to really
There you go.
be freaky. That's a great way to get your kids to listen. Do what I say, or the guy under the bed will get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever see those videos where somebody will hide under the bed, and when someone walks in, they just reach out and tap their foot?
Oh my God, yeah. They just fucking awful. And yeah, they got the camera and they just go like, boop. They just touch them and people like freak out.
Of course. I
didn't like it when my cat or my dog would like hit my foot. It's just not, you're not expecting it. So when you get that, it's not right. It's not
Jody
right.
says he has a whiskey collection. Who's that? Anthony has a whiskey collection?
He does.
I didn't know that about Anthony. I didn't think if that is true, I don't know that.
He's talked about it, yeah.
I don't listen.
Well, he's talked about it in the past.
I guess I missed it.
No, probably.
All right. I have some videos.
No.
I do.
Okay.
Whoops. That's not what I want. Sorry. So I've showed this before. My computer's being a real jerk off today. I mean, a real jerk off. See, when you get a Mac, it just gets like a spinning beach ball until it decides whatever the fuck it wants to do. I'm probably stressing this. I probably have too much shit going on here. All right. Remember these people?
Now, from where I sit, and the
I'm sorry.
Smell.
Go ahead.
All right, what were you saying now?
Nothing. Oh, I love these guys. The pukey guys.
Right. So I guess they have a YouTube channel. They sit there and they get this stinky stuff. And the one guy, He has the worst gag reflex you ever heard in my time. And I just love to watch this. I roar every time that they do this. So now they got Limburger cheese. Have you ever tried Limburger cheese? I know it's supposed to stink.
It smells really badly.
The Three Stooges cured me of that. You know, the Three Stooges were supposed to be, they always use Limburger cheese and it's supposed to really stink. And then I was like, no, I believe them.
Dude, right now from where I sit and the way my hands smell, it's like,
Oh, gross.
it's like picking ass, man. It's like picking ass.
Jody says it's an onion cheese.
Maybe.
don't
I
know.
know it's a very, very strong smell. And I don't know what it tastes like, but I think the smell is so off-putting for people. But my favorite thing about this is these two guys like in a garage.
Yes.
And one guy's like pretty mellow, like with a beard and like calm. And then it's the other guy who gets like
he's red-faced already.
Violent, retching,
Gag.
puke noise. And he turns bright red. But my favorite part about it is the woman off camera, who's probably one of their wives,
right,
hysterically laughing, like through the whole thing. Just as soon as the guy starts, she just roars. All right, Aaron says Limburger cheese is not that bad.
Oh, it's not that bad? Okay.
Well, I think it's a
I mean, woo! This stuff right here, son, is loud. I might be humbled today. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this down, man. This is
Well, don't cut an inch off of it and be like,
dude. This has got to be where they came up with cut the cheese, like for a fart, because this shit stinks, dude.
It does.
I am very.
All right, so let's get them. I'm going to move ahead until they start.
Okay.
There
you go.
Oh, it's soft, brother. Oh.
It stink.
It does stink.
That woman crying off camera.
This shit stinks for real, bro. Ashley, I want you to get a little whip. Just take the knife and smell the knife. Just get you a nice big old whiff of what that shit smells like.
She gags too.
Picking
But
ass.
it's like
All right, well, I mean,
it smells like an
it's
infection, bro.
I've never had one that bad. All right.
Here we go.
It might be so good though.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It might be good.
It's the smell. No,
Chew it up. Just do it, dude.
I can't.
Let it permeate.
Oh, he got it. He got it down.
Nope. It's a whole body jerk.
Woo, that's big.
Guy's
He's
twitching.
convulsing.
Yeah.
The texture.
Oh, it's a texture thing.
And the flavor, if you can get past the smell, is like a very good soft cheese, like a brie.
Okay, let me ask
Okay. How about that?
It's the smell. Yeah.
It's the smell.
Bob says I have to mute this. Uh-oh. Are you setting off Crystal?
Oh.
Unless Bob's gagging, but I bet $10 it's triggering Crystal.
Really drink this stuff.
All right, now they're trying what's called yogurt soda.
Oh, no. Oh, we should send that to Drunk.
This is like. I don't even
Yogurt
smell
soda.
it yet. I just want to show you guys just how chunky this stuff is. Oh, it's thick.
Oh, it's thick.
It's boiled milk.
It smells like you left a gallon of milk in your truck in the parking lot for about a month.
I smell it.
This poor guy.
Something awful, son.
I hope they get a lot of views.
Go ahead and pour your serving up, Bubba.
Or you're serving up
God,
those
it
poor guy.
stinks. I don't
I
know
wonder if they
you
have a
can see
cola.
the
Well,
the meatball on top.
Meatball.
Let's see if I can find a chunk here. All right. This is what you got floating around in it right here. So it's almost like maybe.
That's a meatball.
I can't even understand.
I don't know what he's saying, but.
Excuse me.
All right, I think I want to get to the one part because I think
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Look how red his face is.
Oh, they're both gagging. Oh, it's in his beard.
Oh, it's in
Oh my god.
So if you want to try something with some instant rejection, did you puke? I puked. Sorry, guys. I got a swallow down, and it came right back up.
I got a swallow.
That's not a good marketing tool. It's like, well.
No, I'd be very upset if that was my product on there.
All right. So Jody goes, do they have cola?
I don't know that they do. I don't know that they do. But the best one of all is when they decided to do pickled pig's feet.
It's got some nice congealed fat on it. Let's go ahead and get a look at that. It's just pig feet, guys. It's not that bad.
No.
All right. So right off the bat, it just smells like fat.
How does fat smell?
Wonderful.
I'm thinking not good.
There is vinegar. It does have some.
It does.
Watch when he pulls one. It looks like a chicken wing when he pulls it out, or a chicken thigh.
Like a chicken thigh.
Oh, it's juicy. God damn it.
Ashley's dying over there.
I'm hanging off it.
All right.
I'm sorry. I think this is the one where I see where near the end he's got the trash can out. I want to see if he actually gets. All right, hold on. I got to see where he's going to take a bite out of this.
All right, so yeah, it's bright fucking pinky red.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm sick.
All right, here we go.
I know
like
there's some people screaming at us right now.
Yeah. No.
Just screaming.
Please don't. Please don't.
Here we go.
I don't know.
Oh, it's a text.
He didn't even get it in his mouth.
Oh, so.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
It's an oil slick.
I had to bite a chunk off.
Same friend, same. Oh.
You okay?
No. Yeah, I'm okay. My eyes are a little watery though. I can't see.
A little water.
You know what gets me? It's the I'm very sensitive to smell, so that would get me first of all. But the texture, I don't like. If I bite into a piece of, it's slimy. To me, it's slimy. Like the big pieces, if they're like so tiny diced up, like the flavor I like. I don't like the feel of a mushroom like sliding around.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like to bite a piece of meat and get like that grizzle, like that in your teeth. Like I've been in restaurants, so I'm like, and I'm just immediately like, I have to get this out of my mouth.
You don't want to rub another man's mushroom?
Nah. Do that, Mike.
But the one that got me into all these videos that cracked me up the most, what I call the OG of gagging video.
Oh, it's that chick, right?
So bad.
He's so mean.
Look at me. What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I didn't even make it.
Sound. They're gonna say.
That's the first
It
sound.
was so bad. Could you really hear it? I was hoping they didn't hear it.
What, under the mask?
Yeah.
When you were gagging under the mask?
I was trying so hard. But all I kept thinking about
Was what? Was that you were walking around in poop and feces?
diarrhea.
Such a turd. So mean.
All right, turn that off.
Oh, man, that is
Thank
good.
goodness I took an anti-nausea before we went.
This is you on anti-nauseous, huh?
Thank
Jeez.
God, I would have been a nightmare.
You're still ripping right now, dude.
All right.
One more time?
I can't.
You got any
please,
more?
I can't. My mouth is watering.
I know, one more time.
No, please.
So mean.
Think about the diarrhea one more time.
All right. I can't. All right. That's it. Please.
That's it. Okay,
That's
stop.
so mean, though. Like, you know, he does that to her
All
daily.
the time.
Daily, yeah. She must have abs of steel just from that constant, like that Oh, that's such a terrible feeling.
I would rather do anything. I would rather do
like
anything than
Yeah.
throw up. I hate throwing up.
So gross.
Despise it. Despise it.
Oh, yeah, it's the texture. Like and like the yuck. Yeah, I felt bad for that woman. I've seen people like once you like a couple of those, like other ones will pop up in your feed, and there's an amazing amount of people who are clearly triggered by that noise. And there was one, it was some young guy, like probably like late 20s, early 30s, and his friends were mean as shit. And they're like,
you know that.
And he's like gets standing somewhere and he says, "Ugh," like just making those awful, awful retch noises.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry, Duchess.
No, it's
Sorry.
sorry. No, because you know what? Those guys are funny. And it's funnier because it's not in front of me.
Right.
I can't smell it, but I think when they start going extra descriptive, it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to watch him.
I couldn't do it in person. I don't think
Right. I don't think I would have been able to do it in person.
I'd have puked in a bucket with him.
Right.
I'm very sympathetic that way. If he puked, I'd have puked right along. Like,
apparently Gen X or the people hate dealing with Gen X people.
Yeah, they do.
7 outdated Gen X behaviors that might make you an exhausting person to deal with.
Hardly.
All right. Number 1, constantly reminding people how tough times used to be. We get it. You grew up without smartphone. I'm this guy. I am this guy.
You are the guy.
You had to rewind cassette tapes with a pencil and nobody coddled your feelings. But if you keep bringing up how much harder life was back then, it comes off as dismissive. People aren't trying to say life is harder now. They're just facing different challenges. Right?
Yes.
All right.
Same but different. It's still different. If it's difficult, it's difficult.
If you took me right now and dropped me back in 1980, I would lose my fucking mind. Because I would be like trying to, where's my phone? Where's my... thinking being emotionally closed off is a strength.
Yes.
This is me also.
Suck it up. Suck it up.
Gen X raised during a time when talking about emotions wasn't really encouraged. The suck it up and deal with it mindset was everywhere. But today, being emotionally available is seen as weak. That's fucking bullshit.
No, it's fucking weak. When everything triggers you to the point where you can't function in life. No, that's weak.
I think we need to go back to this. I think we need to go back to you suck it up and push down your feelings. This whole thing is sharing your feelings. I mean, basically, you look like a faggots. Yeah.
Oh my God.
When you do that, over relying or sarcasm or cynicism. Sarcasm was particularly the love language of Gen X, and sure, it can be funny, but too much of it, especially when used to dodge vulnerability. Mm-hmm. I sound like Shannon Sharpe now.
Yes.
Or avoid serious topics start to wear people out. See, now this is what you build. You actually build the immunity to it.
See, number 2 to suck it up.
Right, suck it up and then just handle it.
Yeah.
Because what happens is that if they find out that you can't handle it, then they fucking torture you.
Yes. You had to. This was, you can laugh at, I guarantee some fucking Gen Zer wrote this, so he can just fuck right off.
I think, no. This is millennials. This is millennials that wrote this. Gen Z is tougher than millennials.
Maybe,
I believe that.
Well, the Gen Zs are the 20-year-olds running around. Feeling their feels.
Not not all. I mean, there's more manly. More people in Gen Z have Gen X tendencies than I think millennials do. Right. You know, when you're like a millennial, and every time I think about this, I think about Edward. When Edward does this, Edward is like one of these guys.
How old is Edward? He's like
in his
mid-30s, right?
34, I think he is.
He's like a baby millennial. He's like the bottom of the millennial.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And also treating technology like an enemy.
Wrong.
I don't do this.
Love tech. Yeah.
Yeah. I know people that do. What are they? How do you say that? Luddites? I said it wrong. It broke my balls. Luddite, whatever. Luddite. All right. Treating technology like an enemy. If your go-to reaction to anything new is, I don't get the TikTok.
Yeah.
Where kids these days are always glued to their screens. It's time to take a breath.
That's actually boomery, like top of boomer behavior.
Yes.
I think that's not
Technology-
your exception to some of the boomers.
Technology isn't the problem. Resistance to changes. Yeah, I agree with that. You know what it is? They look at it and they can't figure it out, and they go, this is the problem. It's you got to do all that. Jimmy does that shit to me. Jimmy all the time. He says, "Oh, I guess you love to do this. Yeah. What a jerk off. You go out there and you have your groceries delivered. Who shops online? Me.
Everybody.
Who goes to a fucking grocery store and pushes a fucking cart around?
Actually, I do.
Okay, fine. But I mean, don't tell me that I can't just sit there on my phone while in one hand scratching my balls on the other and do all my grocery shopping in 3 fucking minutes.
Naked.
And I don't know about that, but.
Oh, you don't shop online naked?
Get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
Exactly. You don't have to love every new app, but being overly critical and refusing to learn new things makes you seem stuck. And honestly, it can get tiring for people. This is the thing I get with Facebook. Like, all the olds are on Facebook.
Hey.
You know?
Well,
that's where they hang.
Well, because that's where it started. We weren't the terribly olds when it kicked around.
No, what happened?
2007, 2008.
Yeah, but the kids coming out of college got it. And then when they opened it to everybody else, as soon as the olds went on there, all the kids left and went somewhere else because they don't want to be there with their parents. So, and to be honest with you.
Okay. What do you mean the olds? Like what when you say olds, what do you
Me, my age, your age, the olds.
Okay. So, but I wasn't the olds when I got on. I got on Facebook 20 years ago.
2008, right?
Yeah. Okay. So we're 2020. We're 2025. Okay. So.
All right. So that's about when we all got on. We all got on about 2008.
Okay, but we weren't the olds then.
Well, my kids had it before I did.
I know, because Facebook was the technology. So that's what we jumped on. And as it evolved and it became more AOL-ish for the olds, like our parents were great, the greats above us, the older boomers, that's then the kids today, when Instagram started, Twitter started, and then they poofed off to that.
Right. There was, what's that other thing? It was almost like a blog that they used. I can't think of the goddamn name of it now. Twitter hasn't been fun lately. Not sure if it's changed or I've changed. Here's what happened with Twitter. When Elon bought it, all the snowflakes and bullshit, they all left. They all went over to Blue Sky because they can't handle confrontation. They can't handle facts. And when you hit it with facts and they can't refute your facts, the first thing they do is they just yell at you, scream that you're a fascist, racist, white supremacist, and then they can't handle it. But most of them they cower away and they go over to Blue Sky, or worse than that, Threads. You want to see a fucking worse app? Threads. It's just I want to throw up. Sorry.
All right, hang on. The comments are funny. So hang up. So Sparky says he pushes the cart. I do the same. Coach says, I'd venture to say Gen Xers in the chat know more about tech than your average Gen Zer.
I don't know about that.
I'd say know a lot more maybe about different tech, like maybe older tech. I think the Gen Zers do know a lot about the current stuff.
You shouldn't even say anything. You are terrible with tech. You're the worst with tech. You can't get shit going. Your tech sucks. You're terrible with tech.
All right. And then Sparky goes, you got mail.
Right. That was when it all started.
Aaron says you weren't the only one naked.
Look at us.
We were
soft fails again.
Exactly.
So I mean, the only thing you can do is touch mushrooms, I guess. Definitely.
Yeah. Mushroom heads.
Yeah. Mike says he keeps getting redirected to Threads, and it's pretty stupid.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Slot machines used to give out actual coins. Damn it.
They
Back
don't
in my
anymore.
day.
I haven't been to
Oh
casino.
no, you get cards. You get a reward card now.
Oh, it's like a skeet ball thing.
Skeet ball. Well, you don't get tickets. You put on a rewards card. So you take your rewards card and instead of walking around with money. I think you can probably check out. I mean, at one point I know I did, and I was able to get coin, but
So you get a rewards card. So you go over the slot machine, you push it in, and it tells you, I guess you got money on there. And then that's how you play the slots. And then afterwards, you put your card back in. It puts them. Oh, that's terrible.
It's very smart. It's seamless because
Yeah.
it's so easy to transfer money to the card. Not just like I don't have any more cash because
Right.
it's super convenient. Just slide everything over. Now, for me, I don't. Yeah, exactly. I haven't gambled. I've been at the casinos. I've probably gone down to the casinos maybe 4 times this past year. Not once have I walked onto the casino floor to put money in a slot.
I wouldn't do that any. Well, I'm a poker player, so.
Well, but even the slots, like I go there and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what slot is it? Like I have no idea how to, and you don't even pull the slot. You just hit the button. So it's just a row of people just hitting buttons. I'm like, well, that's boring.
I agree with you.
I like the noise. I mean, I don't work there, but I can imagine that gets old really quick. But there's something to be said about when you win and like the jackpot. It's exciting. That's what made it.
Even like in VR, when you use the VR goggles, you go in there and they have it where you just put it in automatic, and you can put it in automatic and it'll just spin while you're playing poker, and then whatever.
Sparky says, "Agreed. Give me a handle to pull."
That's right. I need to wrap my hand around something and give it a yank.
There you go, Mike. 101.
Number 5, believing hard work is all that matters. Gen X is big on the grind. Work hard, keep your head down, and you'll succeed. That was the motto. Yeah, that didn't change. That didn't change. What happens is you pussies don't want to work hard, so then you just figure you'll complain your way into a fucking promotion. But times have changed. Work smarter, setting boundaries, and prioritizing. God damn it. Prioritizing mental health are part of the modern equation. No, it's not. Yeah, we work smarter and harder.
We
set
hard.
boundaries. We don't, we just get it done.
I don't set boundaries.
Prioritize our mental health like a bunch of pussies.
Well, because again, C number 2, squish it down, suck it up. That's what we had to do. This is how we deal with everything else.
This is what happened when helicopter parents and gentle parenting started, and during the millennials, and this is what we got. We got a bunch of
pussy.
Exactly. Here we go. Number 6. Get ready. Clinging to rigid gender roles. This one might sting a little. Some Gen Xers grew up with very clear ideas of what men and women should do. Men fix stuff, women nurture. Duh. But those lines have blurred a lot. Have they? Have they really?
Today, yeah. Men don't fix
think so?
stuff and women don't do anything. So, yeah, that's changed a lot.
If you still think making jokes about man flu, expect women to handle all the emotional labor, or think stay-at-home dads are odd, you're showing your age in a way that's draining for others. Ooh.
See, number 2, suck it the fuck up, buttercup.
Yes.
We don't care. Don't fucking care.
Number 7, assuming silence equals strength.
Yes.
This old school belief is strong silent type is the ideal. It's fading. Healthy relationships need communication, whether it's your partner, your kids, or your coworkers. Bottling things up doesn't make you noble. It makes things harder. All right. So this is what I'll say. That is true. Communication is key, but you got to be able to sometimes just be blunt and just be honest and blunt. A lot of people can't be that way. I get in trouble for it.
I don't want to hear the truth. Well, you have a tendency to.
I have a what?
You have a tendency to just fling it out there sometimes, and I think sometimes you can be a little more brutal than is called for.
I'll be honest with you. If I'm speaking to a woman, I try to be softer with the message because they shut down. But if I'm with a guy, I'm basically very blunt. Ask Bob.
All right. So who wrote this at the bottom? What's his name?
You tell what his last name's Brown. I don't even know what the first name is.
Looks like Lachlan, L-A-C-H.
Lachlan Brown.
Lachlin Brown. Let's see how old Lachlan Brown is.
All right, let's say I say he's 35. See how old he is.
Okay.
Oh,
he's all full of oh my God.
You might think you're being mature by not burdening others with your feelings, but in reality, it just leads to distance, confusion, even resentment.
Stop. I'm trying to find deets about him. Hang on.
I'm just saying that, you know what?
He's a renowned expert in mindfulness, relationships, and personal development with over a decade of experience. He has dedicated, I don't know, he's dedicated his career to exploring the intricacies of human behavior and self-improvement. I don't know what any of that means. Yeah, pretty much. Do we know anything about this fucking guy? All right, Instagram, anything.
Because this makes me think he's even younger, because what they did is they never put their personal information. We were dumb. We taught the millennials how not to get in trouble online. Like, we went in there, fucked around, found out they all had our information. They doxed us.
Yeah,
we got fired
multiple times.
Yeah, we did all that shit. We did all that.
I'm trying to find out how old he is. He does not look that old.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I told you.
Let's see here.
Bet that's on his website. Does he have a website?
Oh yeah, but it's called Hack Spirit. It's a whole big thing. Well, I'm not recommending him. I'm just saying if you want to go read some bullshit stuff, it's just kind of all right. He has a young kid, so he's not. Is he married?
Yeah, well,
okay.
people.
All right, she's 24.
The wife.
So, the wife, and they were married a couple years ago. So that's interesting. It's her age, but and she got married to her best friend.
Of course, he's my best friend.
Okay, he asked her in 2009 for the. Okay, all right. So maybe he's a little older than I thought, but either way, he's still fucking young, and he can go fuck himself.
Wait a minute. She's how old now?
Well, when he asked her to marry him.
Oh,
so the article was written in 2022.
Yeah, he's in his 30s.
24. Yeah,
he's a typical millennial.
Yeah, he can go.
Right.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Bye. It's our fault. We created this mess. We did.
Well, yeah, for this guy, it was a boomer for sure. So it was a father who was like, get your shit done, work hard. And this kid's like, no, I'm going to talk about people and their feelings and shit. So good for him. Really making money. So,
well, right now, they said, look, if you had a student loan and you thought you were getting you thought you didn't have to pay it, you were getting forgiveness. Trump's like, nope. No.
Now we dialed that back.
Right. And the kids are having a fit. Well, the kids, the adults now are having a fit.
Fuckers that keep saying, why should my tax dollars pay for...
Wait to hear this. I wanted to punch this
lady. I've heard 1 second of this, and I already hate her smarmy little face.
You fuckers that keep saying, why should my tax dollars pay for other people's student loans? One, go fuck yourself. If your tax dollars...
No, you go fuck yourself. All right? You can go fuck right the fuck off of Fuck Island. Because you said, okay, I want a loan so I can go to college. Now you're out of college. And what happens is when you take a loan out, this isn't mommy and daddy. All right. You actually have to pay this back. You just can't ignore your parents and they go, I'm not going to bother. It's not worth it. Yeah. Sparky says, you mean I have to pay back my loans? Yeah. Yeah. Alfalfa. She looks like Alfalfa. It's just the screen behind her. Right. See? So we're supposed to fuck off.
All right. Go.
Did pay for student loans. It's because you're investing in society as a whole. All right.
I don't want to invest in you. You're a cunt. Bernie. You are an entitled cunt.
Fuck you.
Exactly.
How dare she?
Right.
Seriously. All right, is there more? Play more of this moron.
All right, hold on.
I call bullshit.
That's right, Deuce.
Rising tide lifts all boats. The smarter that people are, the better off all of us are. But second, your tax dollars aren't paying for student loans. Our country makes billions of dollars from the interest of these student loans.
The ones that are getting paid. Yeah.
You not only are you an insufferable cunt, you're an idiot. You're a fucking moron. The country doesn't make money from this. The banks make money from this. You know something? I got to be honest with you. It would be smart if the Treasury would take and make these loans where the interest would go back into the economy or, pay down the debt, then that would make sense. But for some reason, we can give all this money out and whoever makes the profit. Same thing with all this bullshit with these studies and shit. We pay for the studies.
Yeah.
That the companies that do them, they make the profit, and then who gets fucked in the ass? Jackass. Jackass takes it up the ass. That's what happens. They can't get the interest from student loans that aren't getting paid back. Yeah, exactly.
There you go. How
What's
about
next?
this one?
Mortgage forgiveness, free food for life. Again, another socialist because mommy and daddy paid for everything that they could, and she expects everything done for her.
Hey, I'd like to save $2,000 a month. How about they pay my mortgage because it will better me into society where I'm a much calmer, more rational Gen Xer.
Right. I wonder how much this.
And I won't throw punch this little turd.
I wonder how
my
much
God.
this twat pays for a coffee. I bet you somewhere around $7 or $8. Yeah, right.
Loans. Our country profits from student loans. So your tax dollars aren't paying for people's student loan interest forgiveness. If anything, sorry, but the country is not making a profit off the backs of people that needed to take out student loans to better themselves in life.
No, you know what you could have done?
Oh my God. You could have gone to a community college.
Yeah, you could have went to a community college. You could have went to a job and paid for it yourself. You didn't. You took money out. You said, listen, when I get out of school, I will pay this back.
I promise to pay this back.
Yeah, it's right. It's a promissory note. Promise is the first part of the word.
Maybe if she went to college and learned about how debt works, she may have. And my guess is I would love to know what her degree is. I bet she's going into sociology, or she's going to be maybe an HR director,
Something.
or psychologist.
No,
maybe.
you know what she's going to be? She's either going to be an admin, a barista, a waitress, or she's going to be an entrepreneur where she's making shit and selling it on Etsy. Sparky's right. Trade school, way cheaper. 9 times out of 10, you'll make more money. 100%.
Damn right.
Jody says, your kids and their parents, grandma and grandpa, raise their children, or you guys beat the dog shit out of your kids, so they decided not to hit us. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. My mom and dad.
Listen to women yelling. I tell them to shut up.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Show me your genitals. Show me your genitals. Your genitalia.
I'm so sick of Republican viewpoint of I don't want my tax dollars to pay for blah, blah, blah. What do you want tax dollars to pay for? You live in a society that offers you services. The government is not a business. It's a service.
I would love to go and see what the comment says. I'm sure she
Let's
got.
see what the comments have to say.
Yeah, I have a feeling she was eviscerated in the comments. But this is this is the socialistic bullshit that they've been taught in school. And yeah, Bob Rucker's right. She's going to be a professional victim.
You literally take advantage of.
You literally, I literally, you literally, and then we literally.
Things all day that tax dollars pay for. All day. And if you didn't have these services that you pay taxes to pay for, then it would be private companies offering all of these services and you'd be paying a fuck ton more money.
I want to fucking kick your fucking ass. You don't shut up for a second, all right?
Love that right there.
You stupid fucking blabbermouth cunt!
That's perfect right there. She's an idiot. She's an idiot. This is what we're raising. This is the nation. This is what's coming up to take care of us.
Yeah, we're
fucked. Can that be the episode title? We're fucked.
We're fucked.
That honestly, that's the episode title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here, Bruce has deep thoughts right here.
Gargle my nuts. Gargle my nuts. I got. All right, you. God, fucking. I want to punch my computer like it's that woman right there.
Bob says she needs a refund on her tuition. She learned nothing. And Aaron says everything this bitch says gets dumber.
Right.
Yeah. She's an idiot.
All right. This is this generation.
The time off this clock.
All right. God damn it. All right. Here we go. Asking teens to read the time off an analog clock. One's with hands. All right, so
big hands and little hands, right?
Big hands and little hands. So here we go.
Read the time off this clock. You win the clock.
All right, Duchess. What time is it?
It's like 12:39.
12:38, 12:39 is acceptable.
Yeah,
that is correct. Ready?
12:08.
12:08.
You're just a woman with a small brain.
No brain.
Jesus Christ. All right, here we go.
12:08.
Now, what she did was she saw the big hand was on the 12. I mean, the little hand was on the 12 and the big hand was on the 8. And she said 12:08. Jesus Christ. Listen, go home, put a fucking shirt on. No one wants to see your belly and your tits.
It's the only thing she got.
I don't think that's right, but close. 9.
All right. Duchess, what time is this?
8:55. The hour hand is pointing to the 9.
Right.
But it's not the minute hand is not quite at the 12, so it's a little bit before 9, so it's
right.
5.
Also, 5 of 9 would work.
5 to 9. Yep.
5 to 9 would work. All right, here we go.
11.
It's 9:11.
Yeah. Fucking moron.
And you know something? Daniel, I know you're listening in San Diego, and you say we don't know how to read a clock. It's no big deal because people don't have to read a clock. This is simple. It's not a rocket scientist. You don't have to be a rocket scientist.
No, John knows how to read a clock. You don't have to be that
read a
bright.
clock. Fuck's sake.
9/11. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think. Unfortunately, that's wrong.
All right.
All right. So it
What's
looks like
go
12,
ahead.
12:09, 12:08, perhaps.
12:08, 12:09 is acceptable.
Or,
yes.
Or if I was going to round up, I'd say 10 after 12.
All right, 10 after 12, 8 after 12, right? Okay, here we go.
132.
132.
You're an idiot.
I don't even know where that came from.
132. It's not even close.
Idiot.
132.
I would say. What made you get to that conclusion?
Because it's at the 12, the shorthand, and that hand is at 2. So.
All right, cool.
132. Because
Where'd
it's
the 30 come in?
Yeah, I don't know. It should maybe 122. 12 and 2, 122.
There's no.
You're dumb. You're twice as dumb.
He's so dumb. He doesn't even know how he got that answer. Okay.
You know how I teach these kids? I'd put them all in a classroom, and I have a clock like this. I'd put shock collars on them. We'd have a lesson, and then the pain begins.
You think.
All right, Duchess, what time is it off this clock now?
All right. So a couple flavors of this. It's either 9:45 or 9:45.
Quarter to 10, right?
Yeah, if you know what that stands for.
Yeah, sure. Quarter to 10, 9:45.
About it in the present. What even is the present? The time, who even cares? Who cares about the future, the present, the past,
All right, Daniel from San Diego. See, this is the problem. Right? I don't know anything, so who cares? I'm just keeping it real, as Chris Rock would say. Real dumb. Real dumb. Sparky says 9:46. 9:46 is acceptable?
Yeah.
Time is a social construct, is what Boomer Bob says.
There you go.
Present and past and future, honestly,
He just walked away.
He just walked away.
I got no more words.
All right. Duchess, here we go again. Here's the clock. What time is it, Duchess?
All right. It looks like it's about 8, maybe 37.
8:36, 8:37 is a very acceptable answer. Let's find out.
8:36.
Oh my God! Finally.
Shit.
Jesus Christ! Finally.
Someone finally got it right.
You win a clock.
Oh my God. That's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
It's funny because I just noticed in that video, it's like, you know, when it ends with the guy telling the time, and then he gives him the clock because he wins. And then the buddy standing next to him is wearing a smartwatch, like an Apple Watch. And I automatically look down at my watch and I realize I like to see the dial. Like I don't have a digital thing, and it just shows the hands. No numbers, so you got to figure it out. Yeah. So
right.
I know it's convenient to look at it, you know, but I can still tell time. Like
right.
It's just frightening that it's not a difficult concept, but for some people it is. Yeah, no, there's no numbers on the face. It's just a digital face. It's upside down. But I mean, you could tell by the positions. I've looked at clocks for years.
Right.
I'm super bright, Sparky. It's magical. Yeah.
That's right. Look, you know the problem, Duchess?
Yes.
Is that we have been basically punked by our government because we're not $36 trillion in debt. There's a secret government trust fund. Do you know of this?
No.
Here we go.
1973, Congress quietly established something I call a secret trust for the American people. And for more than a century, this fund has quietly grown, untouched, into a $150 trillion fortune.
I call bullshit. You know why? Because there's no way there was a government fund there with that much money in. The fucking politicians would have put their grubby little fucking fingers on there.
Certainly would have.
And figured out how to suck it out of there. Like fat out of a fat chick.
Yeah. There's no way. They can't leave money sitting there. I mean, even the Republicans do it. I mean, look what happened to the state pension fund with Christy Todd Whitman. They're like, oh, it's a surplus. And she took it all out.
Yeah.
Like, how do you touch pension money? Apparently, you can. You can just piss it away. And it never got replenished because it never does.
No.
It's like, oh, take that home equity loan and spend all that money. I'll put it back. And you don't.
Never do.
Enough to pay off our entire national debt 4 times over. If you divided it by the number of households in the U.S., it would be enough to turn every American family into a millionaire. Woo! Now, this trust should have enriched generations of Americans. That was its intended purpose. Instead, for more than a century, it's remained sealed off from the public. But that's all about to change. Thanks to President Trump. You see, for the first time in more than 40 years, the president has the authority to release this secret trust. It's all thanks to a 2024 Supreme Court ruling. That ruling had paved the way for President Trump to unleash this $150 trillion wealth reserve, and he has clearly stated his intentions to do so. Look, if you understand what's coming next, and you take the proper steps today, you could watch your net worth soar in the coming years.
Holy shit. My alcohol-soaked liver is more attractive than this guy.
Oh.
Thank you, Devin.
All right, so everybody goes, Bruce is like, what the fuck is up with that guy's hair?
Well,
and he says, this guy looks familiar. He kind of reminds me of John Malkovich. Like, he kind of looked a little bit like that.
Yeah, there's no way that there's $150 trillion trust fund money laying around.
Me too, Bob.
You missed Devin. Yeah, me too.
Miss you, Duchess.
Oh.
So what do you think about RFK? I love what he's doing. He's opened up this the conversation about autism, where it comes from. Maybe it doesn't come from vaccines. Maybe it comes from food. Maybe it comes from dye. Maybe it comes from something else. But we should definitely be looking into it and not say no, it can't be that. It can't be this. It can't be this. It can't be that. Well, then what can it be? And if you say I don't know, or it's just happens, you're like that broad earlier.
Yeah,
you're a fucking retard.
I don't. There's too many cases of it just happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's when it was. Again, I don't know the statistics when I was younger. I knew there were kids that were different. I knew there were kids that had Downs, but I didn't know about the kids who had autism. I don't know if they were. I mean, they were around.
Yeah, everybody knew a kid that had an extra chromosome. His eyes were too wide apart. Okay. We all knew that. We all had that. And there was a couple, but not like it is now. I say that because he just came out where he wants to get rid of all these petroleum. Did you know food dye was petroleum? I did know that.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't know that. So he wants to get rid of the petroleum food dye, and like everybody's melting down. I can't wait till they go.
I want all the petroleum.
Yeah, the Democrats will be right now. It's like they'll be taking food dye and drinking it. Their tongues will be red and green and yellow like they're
Take
fucking
it down to El
hair.
Salvador.
Damn it, Randy! You just spilled my juice box.
Oh.
But here's the deal. What I am seeing is a lot of videos are coming out now where people are healing themselves with with foods and plant-based stuff and, holistic things. Okay. Now, I know everybody's going to say, oh, yeah, well, whatever. When COVID came out, they wanted to use ivermectin and hydrochloroquine.
Nice.
Ooh, look at me. Won't be able to say it again. They knew that they could use this to treat this disease. And you couldn't get it. They wouldn't let you have it. If you even said you wanted to prescribe it, they would pull your medical license. This was so they could get that fucking vaccine out. This was a crime against humanity. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, several.
It's a crime against humanity. They knew that they could. This shouldn't even have been a thing. They did this to get President Trump out of office because there was no way that he was going to win in a landslide. And thank God that they did, because this gave him 4 years to regroup and come back stronger than ever. So I've been seeing all these cures for cancer, and I would like to share some of these that I've seen just so Duchess can roll her eyes. All right, here we go. Number 1.
Paste, ivermectin cream is actually FDA approved for the treatment of rosacea. A lot of people don't know that, but ivermectin cream is actually FDA approved. Your dermatologist can prescribe it. Now, of course, the doctors hesitate to prescribe it, but it's a 1% ivermectin cream. You could treat rosacea. The ivermectin horse paste is actually 1.87%, so it's stronger. It's almost twice as strong. You can literally use it for any inflammatory or autoimmune skin condition. It'll treat cystic acne, which is the worst possible acne you can have, and it'll clear it completely. It'll clear eczema.
Or eczema, as we say it.
He has an accent, so I'm willing to let him slide, but yeah.
You can't get ivermectin. Like if you go to Tractor Supply and try to get the ivermectin horse paste and all that, you can't get it anymore. They're out of it. These people are taking this as medication because they won't release pharmaceutical grade ivermectin.
Like I said, in many cases, it will clear psoriasis. But most impressive of all, it will clear skin cancers. And I now have tons of testimonials from patients who had either basal cell carcinoma, squamous cell carcinoma, melanoma. They started applying the horse paste twice a day. Within a couple of weeks, you see the skin lesions start changing. You can see it. Just after a couple of weeks of application, the lesion starts changing. It starts getting smaller. And after a month or two, it may fall off completely and it's gone. You can treat any skin cancer with ivermectin paste, the horse paste, the $8-9 horse paste that, you get at whatever, veterinary supply.
Okay. So when I had beagles, we used to get the ivermectin for pigs. And what you did was you took 1 ounce for every 25 pounds, you used a fluid ounce, or not an ounce, like on an eye dropper, the first one, whatever it is, might be 0.01. So you would take that, you'd hold the dog's mouth open, you'd squirt it in there, you'd hold its mouth shut for 5 or 6 seconds, and you'd let it go. And then what would do, that was for heartworms. It got rid of heartworms. And so they've been treating shit with ivermectin. When was this? This was in the 1990s. 1990s they were using this, way back then. I had a bottle of it. We'd sit there once a month. I'd come out. Every dog got a shot in the mouth, and off they went. And then I'd give them like a hot dog or something to get the ivermectin taste out of their mouth. All right, so that's 1. So here we go. This is cure number 2.
She discovered how to oxygenate cells using food. Then she got shut down. Her name was Dr. Joanna Budwig, a German scientist with 6 doctorates, and a theory that should have rewritten cancer treatment. She believed that cancer didn't start with mutations. It started when cells lost their electrical charge, when they could no longer take in oxygen. And what was the fix? Essential fatty acids plus sulfur-based proteins. She combined flaxseed oil with quark or cottage cheese, a powerful combination that restored cellular respiration and recharged the mitochondria. She helped hundreds of cancer patients without chemo, without radiation. What was her protocol? Well, it was actually laughed at, dismissed, buried. Why? Because healing with food isn't profitable. And no one makes billions off of flax oil. When I was first diagnosed with a grade 4 diffuse astrocytoma brain cancer, I studied her work. And in fact, I added the Budwig protocol to my healing journey, and I've done it every day since, along with the ketogenic diet, which was initially thought of as contrary to each other, but proven a very powerful combination. And today, I'm cancer-free. She was right. Oxygen is everything. Mitochondria matter, and fat isn't the enemy. It's the key. And if you want my full protocol I followed, simply comment protocol below, and I'll send it to you for free. Once again, thank you for joining me on this journey.
Yeah. Okay. Thoughts on this?
I don't know. I've not heard of it, but I'm not familiar with all the researches that have gone on with cancer. So that I don't know. All I know is chemo worked for a bit on my parents, and then it didn't.
Right.
And then it just didn't.
And then what happens when it doesn't work anymore? Wouldn't you have given this a try? Wouldn't you have given them?
Yeah, my mom was much more in the way of going for experimental. My dad there was not opportunity for him. But yeah, I mean, who knows?
All right, so here's the third one.
Want to go outside the country, or you're already outside the country, get a hold of Antonio Jimenez, Dr. Antonio Jimenez. He's got clinics in Tijuana and in Cancun, and he's been curing for 35 years people all naturally from any cancer on earth. You've got to consult those individuals.
And because I know this situation, I know that she was expected at one point 2 weeks ago to be dead in a couple hours. So I think Julie's saying, what emergency thing would you do, if anything, to help?
Number one, I would slap a 7 milligram nicotine patch onto her, and I'm not joking. And then the
nicotine patch.
Yeah, the music is distracting, but I understand. Yeah.
Sorry.
Next thing I would do, you have got to get the book, The 1 Minute Cure, and you need to start giving her food-grade hydrogen peroxide orally. It is known to cure almost every cancer on earth, and if you study with me, you'll learn why. Every cancer on earth is either parasitic or created by venoms, and hydrogen peroxide is a cure for both.
How much hydrogen peroxide? Is that strong? It's food, how much, a teaspoon or what?
Yep, food-grade hydrogen peroxide. You can get it at earthharmony.com. It's 6% food-grade hydrogen peroxide. We actually helped develop that to make sure it was clean, pure, non-toxic. So you take that and you actually only put like 3 to 4 drops in 6 to 8 ounces of water. And then you drink that. Upwards of 20 drops. You work up on the drops. You start on day 1 with 3 and you drink it. And in the book, The 1 Minute Cure, there's over 100 people who cured every single cancer on earth, and they were told it was terminal, they would die.
All right, that's yeah, it was loud. That was hard to follow that. So, but that's all right. I mean, look, I think there are exceptional cases. I think there are opportunities for a lot of people to try alternative methods, and sometimes that works. And I think that's great. I mean, look, chemo is awful. It's awful. It's an awful treatment. You're already fucking sick, and then you're pumping like the most insane chemicals into your body to try to kill something that's trying to kill you. And it's awful. And sometimes the
stop whining.
The cure is thank you. As I'm talking about my parents' cancer. Nice. Sometimes the cure is more brutal than the cancer. So it's bad.
I know.
But hey, cool.
Listen, let's break it up a little bit. Let's have a little bit of fun. Okay?
Sure. Yay.
Here we go. A little doggy playing with a bottle. Look how cute.
That's disgusting. That's fucking awful.
I just knocked him out. He's fine.
I don't like that. That person should be fucking smacked. That's despicable.
All right. Sorry.
Swinging another miss, John. There you go.
I don't know. It cracked me the hell up. I thought it was hysterical. What's the chat? What does the comment say?
Christy Nome approves.
See?
That or Jody B shooting, which is worse.
Right.
But then the rest of it was on cancer. Oh, and then people add music to videos that don't need it are annoying.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
And doctors only care to perform a walletectomy. And
On their
nicotine
patients.
fixes a lot of stuff.
It does. All right. It's time, Duchess.
She's got the feed, she's got the bait. When you need a laugh or just to see, Kate's got the tweets, she's the key.
I love that Sparky's the only person super excited about these things. They're so bad, Sparky. Thank you for the yeah, but they're awful. Okay. All right.
Do you practice these before you
No.
do you just read these cold?
I don't. These are cold. I don't even look at them. I don't even know. Are they in the notes?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't look at this one at all.
All the work I do.
No, well, do you want me to practice reading it, or do you want
Yes,
me to
yeah, because I
Oh.
want you to get your imitation down, because your imitation is what's the best part about this.
Yeah, okay. Rupert Murdoch has told me for years that he's going to get rid of his Fox News Trump-hating fake pollsters, but has never done so. This pollster has gotten me and MAGA wrong for years.
In English,
Also,
please.
and while he's at it, he should start making changes at the China-loving Wall Street Journal. It sucks.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, no, it's fine.
You know I
but
don't
then we
speak
have
Spanish.
we also have this.
I am not happy with the Russian strikes on Kiev. Kiev. Not necessary and very bad timing. Vladimir, stop. 5,000 soldiers a week are dying. Let's get the peace deal done.
All righty. And just
Sorry.
when you thought it was safe to come,
Yeah.
goddamn,
Sorry.
my goddamn
0 for 2.
computer.
I'll suck.
What's
Sorry.
that? No, they don't. Stop.
Jesus Christ. Okay. The Democrats are fighting like hell to keep murderers and all of the other types of criminals solidly in the United States of America. They have gone crazy and are only getting worse.
All righty. And then the last one. If you close your eyes, you can almost hear Trump.
I can't tell the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Gas and grocery prices are way down, just like I said they would be. Eggs are plentiful and down 87%. Nice. Stupid.
Yeah, the funny thing is when I find these to bring them up in my head, I hear you
hear it?
reading them. So
God
this
damn
is all righty.
Bob is right, though. They are not down 87%.
They're not?
They're down not that much. No.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying
Thank
to
you,
think.
Sparky. Clap, clap, clap. Are we done with them?
Yeah, we are. That's 4.
I was saying you should close it.
Sorry, I forgot. I forgot.
Dirty tweets read by Kate. She's got the feed, she's got the bait. When you need a laugh or just to see, Kate's got the tweets, she's the key.
All right. Let me just say this to you. It's getting nice outside right now. It's getting a little warm.
Short of the fire. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, even the fire's making it warm.
Yeah.
All right, but like if you were going to exactly, if you were going to a place where we have here, it's called Rita's, and you were going to get, what would you get?
They have I don't like the custard. I like the mango ice. Is very good.
Mango ice.
Yeah.
I see. You don't say it correctly. I'm shocked.
It is April 1st, and you know what that means. John's water ice is.
It's water ice.
Oh, I don't call it water ice.
Water
Oh,
ice.
I'm sorry, as you would say, water ice.
Yes, water ice. It's water ice.
To readers.
Open. I got a nice gelati here. Go check them out. The best water ice in the city.
The best water ice in the city.
Or gelati. I thought it was gelato.
Beats me. I don't. First of all, I think Rita's has really, really good custard. Really, really good custard.
It's like eggy. I like ice cream. Like to me, there's a taste. It's not bad, but it's not. I like ice cream better. So, and they have a thing where you can get the custard and the water ice mixed. I guess they do it together, and I'm like, ugh. No.
I thought that was a gelati. Isn't that a gelati?
Is that it? I don't know. I've never ordered anything.
That's what I thought.
Oh, maybe. I have no idea. So I don't get that. But they have some kind of mango ice that's really good. It's very
okay. I just want to go through a couple of these things right here. I don't know if you ever seen the show Whatever. It's where these Christian guys bring a bunch of OnlyFans and
God.
whores on.
Oh my God. That sounds like a great show.
Oh, it's pretty funny at times. It goes a little long. They should shorten it up. But besides that, here's this lady, and she's basically calling out these OnlyFans whores and your basic prostitutes and whatever, sex workers.
As you do.
Why a lot of men laugh at women and treat us like we're idiots? They're dicks. Okay, no, they're not dicks. Majority of
They're not dicks. God, I hate when they cut the words out. It drives me insane.
Okay.
like we're idiots. They're dicks. Okay, no, they're not dicks. Majority of men have to deal with women like this. I'm sorry with disrespect, but if majority of men today have to,
I love that. I'm sorry with disrespect. I'm sorry with. I guess she's like, but that's a kind of. I'm sorry with disrespect, which means I'm not sorry, right?
Let's fuck some
have to.
It's like not for nothing, or no offense.
Yeah, bless your heart.
Yeah, but
to deal with women like this, I'm sorry with disrespect, but if majority of men today have to choose to have the mother of their children, to build a life with you, to build a career with you, that you both can build something together for the future, to have a life with you, and he need to deal with somebody that have so many mental issues and so many body count, why would they do it? They'd rather be alone. They
Because
don't
they give a shit what men think.
I can't.
See, we don't give a shit what men think.
Okay, then why are you even having the discussion? Like, why are you even there if you don't care?
Filthy whore.
Exactly.
I hear this and I'll tell you why. You're a mother to children. You're sitting here in the podcast saying, I'm a baby girl, I'm a slave. I don't want to hear this because literally you're disrespecting your kids. You're a mother before you are for yourself. You're a mother before you're something in this world. Your baby and your kid is the most important thing. You're supposed to protect them, love them, and protect them. It's not put yourself out there and talk about their mother like that because you're humiliating them. I'm embarrassed as a woman to sit in a table with a woman like you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just like that one.
I do like that because it's one thing if it's just you, but if you have a baby, priorities are different, honey. Like, I'm sorry, you now have a responsibility, and you don't come first now.
Wear
and
your whore makeup, you whore.
A lot of these turdlet girls, they still like, I'm gonna do what I want because yay me, and that's not how it works, and they're so selfish they can't put anything but themselves first. I don't feel no sorry, not sorry, I guess.
All right, we got a couple voicemails from the usual suspects.
Oh, here you go. Wait, hang on. The mothers kept it classy by covering up the cribs for the photo shoots.
Right.
And then Sparky says she sounds like Zsa Zsa Gabor.
From Green Acres, yes.
And Bruce goes, Hoa.
Yeah, Hoa.
Hoa. And Bruce says, fuck it yourself then. Okay.
Right.
Sure,
exactly.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, here we go. This is, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Half Black Neil.
Hey, fellas.
Yo, what's up, fellas? It's Half Black Neil. What happens when you throw a black ball into a pool of white people? It splashes.
I don't get it.
You don't get it? What do you mean you don't get it? What happens when you throw a black ball in a pool full of white people? It splashes.
Oh, okay.
No?
Is there some double thing I didn't get?
All right.
Sorry, Neil. Sorry. Appreciate them coming in, though. Thank you. Fucking Jeffy laughs.
All right, we got one more from Dean.
Who's already laughing.
Hey, my peeps, how's everything going? Got a question for you. Why were the Twin Towers mad when they ordered a pizza?
Do you know this one?
No, it's going to be bad, though.
They wanted pepperoni, but all they got was a plain.
Stop playing my laugh. I disavow that.
Alrighty.
Good Lord.
As we wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen, Duchess, why don't you tell us about if somebody would want one of these lovely Boomer Bunker stickers?
Oh, I would love to send you one of these fabulous Boomer Bunker stickers. I can speak poorly tonight. So just send me.
Welcome to my world.
I've been hanging out with you too long, sir. So if you would like a limited edition Boomer Bunker sticker, drop me a DM in any of our socials. I will find it and I will send you a sticker. You just need to provide me a name and an address, and that just stays with me, and I'll get that out to you.
That's right. Also,
all the links
check
can
out
be found at boomerbunker.com, by the way. So if you're not sure where all of our socials are.
It's true, boomerbunker.com. Everything you need for Boomer Bunker, boomerbunker.com, or in the link in our show notes.
Yes.
The show notes that if you're listening as a podcast. All right. Also, remember, if you want to get a Boomer Bunker mug or a cooler, or what are those things called?
A tumbler.
Tumbler. Thank you. A tumbler. Go over to horribledesigns.com and search Boomer Bunker, and it'll take you there. All right, Duchess. Well, once again, thank you for a lovely evening.
Thank you.
So glad you didn't lose your house in a.
I'm so glad I didn't burn up in flames.
Burn up in flames.
Look, holy shit. So Tuesday was yes. Tuesday was very flexible.
People in a party, hot. I'm hot. You're hot. He's hot. She's hot.
Come on, where's
That
the one I
fire
need?
was huge. I haven't seen a fire like that since my radio career went down in flames.
That's true.
You don't have the is that the roof?
The roof is on fire. Nobody bring the guinea pig out. Let that motherfucker burn.
Hey, I have a cat carrier, so I was all set to stuff him
You're
in.
going to take that blind guinea pig with you?
Well, am I going to leave him? I couldn't burn him. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
no, that's terrible.
Does the guinea pig have a name?
Yeah.
What's his
Noodle.
name?
Noodle.
Huh? Noodle?
Noodle.
Okay, didn't know. All right. I guess it's better
No, I'm
once
sorry,
you name
this
it.
Wonton. I'm sorry. This Wonton. Noodle.
Wonton. Noodle bit the farm, right?
Noodle died. Yeah. Poor, if anybody didn't know, yes, I'm down a guinea pig.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot that was a secret.
That wasn't a secret. I just didn't like
The
share
day
it out.
that it happened, she was little. She didn't want me to.
I was sad about it. Well, I didn't want you to like, yeah.
Because just so you know, I do have some restraint. Because when you told me the guinea pig was dead, I was going to make a Devin from Heaven where it was with the guinea pig and to make guinea pig noises and all. I didn't do it because I figured you would be getting
Well, it was funny because I sent you that voice message that morning, and I said there's a guinea pig, this and that and the other, but I don't want to talk about it. And I know you were like, yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, God damn it! She takes all the fun out of everything.
Yeah. What? Jesus, this is a guinea pig. Why can't I have ruin all my fun, Duchess?
I know. I ruin everything.
You ruin everything.
It's just no fun.
It's a comedy show. For the love of God.
Poor piggy.
Poor piggy.
He hung in there. Poor blind bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know how much longer this one. He's I feel bad. He's just lonely back here. So it's just one lone. What is it like in the Beastie Boys? Like, one lonely beastie I be. That's one lonely piggy.
One lonely piggy.
He be. Oh my God! Stop it. It's so fucking awful.
Hey, you know who's lonely? Half Black Neil and Dean. You know what they would like? They would like some voicemails. And you can do that by just giving us a call, 856-477-1935.
He's joking.
Hold on. I got the breaking news. The Steelers trade Pickens for a pack of ivermectin.
How dare you? I love him. I will be so sad if they. So the it's on right now. The draft. I've had the TV on for a little bit.
All right. Do we know anything?
Jaguars have a 2nd overall pick, 4th round pick, and a 6th round pick, and the Browns have the 5th overall pick. I don't know. I think they did draft a couple. They drafted somebody.
The
right
Giants. The Giants. I saw a video of when the Giants could have got Josh Allen. He was on the board, and they picked Daniel Jones. What a fucking moron!
Me and
Jesus Christ.
Jones. Yeah. Well, the Jaguars pick is in, so let's see. So they're number 2. So let's see who they end up with. Oh, and that's a bunch of fucking buttheads talking. So
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be. I love when they walk. They stroll out.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's fun, like the first round, and then by you just get however many rounds later. It just gets fuck it. People come out and everybody's like, who gives a shit? Like this
Exactly.
16th round pick. Who fucking cares?
I just watched on Twitter. That's the thing comes up. Eagles picked this one. Eagles did that.
That's exactly what's gonna be.
The Eagles did this. The Eagles did that.
Oh, so Sparky wants to know what channel I'm watching. So it's on ESPN.
Yeah.
They're
you know who's not on there? Shannon Sharpe.
Shannon Thorpe is not.
Shannon Thorpe is on there.
Well, the fun thing is they've got all of these, we might get up, maybe Sanders, but who knows? They have all these young football players coming out dressed in these crazy suits and they're such, you forget how young they are. Some of these guys, they're 22, 23.
Sure.
They're baby faces. They're out there. And this one guy's, they're all sitting with their mothers. It's so cute. I'm like, aww.
The Cooper DeJean is younger than my kids.
Yeah.
He's younger than my oldest kid. I think he's 22.
George Pickens is younger than my girls.
Or no, he's younger than my youngest kid. What am I saying? I don't know. Anyhow,
no,
voicemails.
when they're babies, yeah. Oh, so
voicemails. I would love to sit here and bore the audience with your draft knowledge, but I want to say
it's almost time. Football's coming back.
I know.
It's going to be
listen, voicemails 856-477-1935 or go to boomerbunker.com and bitch about the tab in the top right-hand corner like Bob does. It's just says, hey, talk to us. You can leave a little voicemail right there. I check them. Every week I check them. And that's over at boomerbunker.com. Thank you for listening. Please share us with your friends. Come on. Hang out with us. I know it's getting
fun.
We're fun. And if you can't, there's always the replay on Rumble and over on Facebook and YouTube. And if this comes out as an audio podcast, what? Yeah. X? Oh, yeah, X too. You can go over watch it on X. And it's always out as an audio podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Duchess, thank you for putting up with me for an hour and 52
almost
minutes.
2. Yeah.
How about that, right?
Fun.
And everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. And
we appreciate you very much.
We'll be back here Monday with all your draft pick knowledge.
I'm so excited.
So excited.
Yay.
All right. Talk to you later. Say goodbye, Duchess.
Goodbye.
Here comes a pizza.